What if I told you there is a cinema camera that shoots beautiful full-frame RAW at 7K, weighs less than a bag of bagels, and has a feature that should make every content creator completely rethink their entire workflow? But almost no one knows it exists. Well, it's real, and it's in the Canon C50. Let's get into it. First things first, what good is a killer feature if the camera doesn't make beautiful images? So glad you asked. The C50 doesn't just shoot pretty video, it shoots a 7K full-frame, open-gate Canon Cinema RAW Lite with high dynamic range at a genuine 12 bits internally. For those who didn't understand a word I just said, this camera shoots with 68 times the color fidelity of a typical 10-bit camera. And this is not to say that most popular, inexpensive 10-bit cameras aren't solid choices. It's more to say you can't dismiss the C50 based on any of its imaging specs. We're talking a full-frame sensor, open gate option, clean skin tones, true blacks, and real latitude. My friend Byron Werner took out this camera and shot raw 7K. No banding, no baked-in curve, just the kind of clean images that you'd expect from Canon when they're really at their best. So let's talk build. This is often a place where people will find a deal breaker for a camera. And this is where it gets a little bit weird, but in a good way. The Canon C50 is the smallest and the lightest cinema EOS body ever. Canon previously got criticized for the size and shape of some of their cameras. It ticks all the boxes in an all-in-one camera, especially people whose day job is making content, but they have dreams of making narrative cinema. First, all the proper physical feature requirements are there, such as proper media card slots like a CF Express Type B, SDXC, dual pixel autofocus with subject tracking, XLR audio through a real enclosed top handle, Wi-Fi or Ethernet remote control, timecode, production-ready input-output with full-size HDMI. Basically, this has got all the stuff that you need to actually work with it. And this is also where the true cinema aspirations come in, because Canon has wisely decided against internal body image stabilization, also known as IBIS. And what that means is that you can do all the special things with the C50 that cameras that have IBIS really can't do very well, such as sticking it in a crash box where an explosion is likely to vibrate it violently, or digging out in between train tracks and having a train pass right overhead and not getting tons of jello effect. You can fly it on a drone. You can mount it to a car. No problem. This is perfect for the aspiring filmmaker who wants one camera that they can use in nearly every situation. But here's where the camera really begins to become legitimately unique. The C50 can simultaneously record a 4K 16:9 image and a vertical HD image, properly framed to two different memory cards simultaneously. One camera, two shots, two aspect ratios, same take. Usually someone would need two cameras for this, or you'd have to double the weight and double the hassle of operating two cameras at the same time. You've probably seen shots of people trying to do this on Instagram. I know I have, with two cell phones rubber banded together. Hot Rod Camera's VP of Technology, Dane Fuentes, took out the camera and ran this mode and instantly had a vertical ready version along with the horizontal. No cropping, no guessing, no reshoots. That's a first, and Canon did it before anyone else. It's hard to overstate that this isn't just a feature. It's potentially a fundamental workflow shift, which could result in huge time and cost savings, certainly for many of my clients at Hot Rod Cameras. If you're shooting content where vertical and horizontal both matter, you can't get a lot of extra takes, usually, and the only other options means more post-production, or two cameras, or rubber banding two phones together, or some other thing that's usually a huge compromise and deal breaker. With the C50, there's no homemade crop guides, you don't need to rebuild compositions in post, you get both in one take. And because social posts are often on a shorter schedule than traditional larger screen projects, you get 9x16 that can go out immediately. Likewise, if you are shooting something for a big screen, you can protect yourself for both vertical and a 1x1 Instagram format. No need to rig the camera on its side. I don't fanboy over gear. Hot Rod Cameras sells about 800 brands, and we've seen everything. But when Canon arrived in my shop about a month ago with the pre-release C50, it surprised me. It feels intentional, smart, relevant to how people are shooting today. Do I think it's for everyone? No. But if you need platform-native deliverables, beautiful images, and a compact cinema rig that pulls off a trick that no other camera can, yeah, that's not for everyone, but it is an awful lot. This one deserves attention. If you want to see how to rig a C50 for a real production, or how to shoot dual format without losing your sanity, reach out to us at Hot Rod Cameras. Thanks. And check out some of our other videos. There's probably one like over here, or over here.